The regulatory environment for financial advice businesses is already challenging. In the last 4 years, we've had future of financial advice, conflicted remuneration, life insurance reforms, and there are now over 1,000 pages of ASIC regulatory guides on advice. And there are more challenges on the way, with the introduction of a code of ethics and proposed professional standards for advisors. So how is the industry coping with these more challenging regulatory requirements? Not that well, according to ASIC and the Royal Commission. In a report issued earlier this year, ASIC identified that 75% of the statements of advice it examined did not comply with best interest requirements, while last year ASIC reported that 90% of the statements of advice it examined in relation to advice on self-managed super funds did not comply. In addition to these assessments from the regulator, we've also witnessed the proceedings in the Royal Commission, which identified widespread examples of advice businesses that were charging their clients fees without providing the promised services. So what will a successful and sound financial advice business in 2020 look like? In my view, such a business will possess the following characteristics: more sophisticated investment product analysis and advice capabilities, an embedded compliance culture understood by all, and an embedded client service culture. I think the business model will look more like that of a professional services firm, and it will be supported by a strong ethical framework. Client before profit. It will have a fee-for-service charging model, and it will need to and be able to demonstrate value for money on each occasion it provides advice. Those firms that do not base their business model on these sorts of fundamentals will not survive the increased scrutiny placed on them in the future by both regulators and consumers of financial advice. In summary, the successful financial advice business in 2020 will have much more emphasis on advice and much less emphasis on sales.